Hello, everyone. I'm very pleased to welcome you to our today's webinar. For those who don't know me yet, I'll introduce myself. My name is Gleb Kanatov, and I work as Business Development Manager in Integris. And before my colleague Mitro, who's our Consulting Director, will start, let me please clarify some organizational issues. Please be sure that our webinar will take approximately from 35 to 45 minutes. And during the webinar, you will be able to ask your questions by using the relevant box on the right side. And if any technical issues, you may also use the box on the right side. Today, we'll talk about how to enhance productivity for every CRM user regardless of whether he or she is on business trip or working from the office. For those who joined us for the very first time, I'd like to say a few words about Integris. We are an advanced SugarCRM partner located in Eastern Europe. We develop and proceed various instruments and solutions to boost sugar system efficiency. And we also deliver complex CRM implementation projects. So now I'm pleased to turn the floor over to Dmitro.
Thank you, Gleb. Hello, my name is Dmitro, and today's webinar subject is how to enhance salespeople productivity with minimum effort and maximum results. The reason for discussing this topic today is that the modern telecommunications and electronic devices provides permanent inclusion that we call online, and we use it both for fun and work. So we work as we live. We work everywhere. We work either indoor, we work outdoor, we work in the office, we work on the go. And since we work everywhere so far, the question is how to make it productivity. The purpose of one of the purposes of the CRM technology is to help companies benefit from this lifestyle of salespeople, increasing sales productivity, increasing the productivity of sales staff work if they work mobile as they live. And Sugar platform helps to turn the salespeople connectivity into his work productivity. He helps to do that, providing an ability for the sales staff to stay on top of the key events that are related to the prospects, to the customers, to the products, and also to be involved into the collaboration within the team, to feel the teammates support instantly and initiate collaboration whenever the salesperson needed. So we go to demo now, and Jim Brennan, he's the salesperson, he's VP sales. He's my favorite character from Sugar demo. He will help me to show you how the productive work with Sugar CRM platform extended with add-ons and plugins looks like. Salespeople use their dashboard to clarify what are the current status of the sales of the opportunities, sales status of the sales. For that, they compare the current state of the sales funnel with the forecast. What's important salespeople would like to clarify when analyzing the state of the sales? They would like to know what are the key events that had happened that take effect on the current state of the funnel. What are those events? Those are changes in the revenue line items whenever the amount of revenue line item changes, as the new opportunity created, registered, and the changes in the stages of the revenue line items. So these are the key events that had to be in focus of the salespeople who would like to be aware of the changes within the funnel. And for that purpose, in the interface of Sugar, the timeline dashlet helps to focus on this kind of events. So in my example, let's have a look at that, at the example. I have the key events that the revenue line item for the Spindle Broadcast Corporation, the amount of this revenue line item was increased in $2,600. That's good. The next one is that Sally Bronson has rolled back the revenue line item to the stage of need analysis, and this relies related to Pullman Cart Company. And also Sally is asking for my help, just for piece of advice how to put forward this opportunity. So that is how I'm focused on the events that really matter in terms of analysis of the changes within the funnel. And also I'm aware of the inquiries of my teammates. That's how the collaboration works. So without changes any interfaces, I reply directly from here to Sally. That Sally obviously talked to Will Weston because he had the same situation with his opportunity recently. Talk to Will and have a look at opportunity Primavera. Yeah, Primavera 1 for Tri-State Medical Corp. Just pushing reply, and now Will and Sally will be notifying of this reply, as well as I get notifications regarding the inquiry from my teammates in the notification in Sugar. So that is how I quickly clarify the current status of the sales and also the changes within the funnel, and calibrate efficiently very quickly with my teammates, clarifying and helping them regarding these changes within the funnel. When this analysis is complete, I would like to know what are my company to customers conversation, what are the recent activities have been made. So for this purpose, I use a kind of statistics regarding the recent activities. That is the report I have on my dashboard regarding the activities over the last 7 days. And thanks to the ability of drill down, I'm able to have a look at these particular activities and even to read emails directly from here. So also, I have a look at the timeline where the activities are arranged according to the time sequence, and able to read details regarding these activities, and even to communicate regarding these activities with my teammates. All the communications I made are related to the key events. That's very important, and because that is how I've just make an accent on the activities that really matter and calibrate regarding them. And on the left side, on the calibration dashlet, all those conversations, all these calibration is gathered on the single dashlet for me to review these dialects, and also to focus on those dialects that really matter for me, the dialects where I'm involved in or I'm subscribed to. So when I'm aware of the current state of the sales, the changes in funnel, and the recent activities have been made between my company and the customers, my analysis goes to analysis of the portfolio. Obviously, my character of Jim, he's going to have a business trip to the New York City territory just to visit his customers. So in order to have a look at the portfolio of the customers, we goes to the accounts module and have a list of the accounts. On the right side, there is the intelligence report that helps me to focus on the sales that are related to the portfolio selected. And the same works for the timeline view that helps me to focus on the timeline that is related for the portfolio of these accounts. So whenever Jim is focusing on the particular portfolio, for example, the New York City, the intelligence reports automatically focuses sales guy as like Jim on the opportunities or on the sales regarding this portfolio. And the same works for the timeline. So now the timeline is filtered just to reflect the key events regarding this portfolio. And of course, directly from here, there is a kind of statistics just to make an overview regarding these events for this portfolio, with the ability to dig into details to read these events, even emails directly from here. So that is how I don't spend a lot of time just to have an overview on the portfolio of accounts, and to be aware of the recent activities have been made to this portfolio of accounts. But in order to be aware of the current status of company to portfolio communication, I have to be aware also about the list of the accounts, contacts, leads that remained unattended. For that purpose, I use just the advanced report of Sugar that shows me the list of unattended objects. And from this perspective, I see what the last activity have been made and the last activity date. So that is how my analysis of the portfolio is complete. I know the activities have been made regarding the portfolio, and also the accounts, leads, contacts that remain unattended. As you remember, Jim is going to visit New York City territory and to talk to his customers. So he's focusing on not all New York City accounts, but on his New York City accounts. And this is how Intelligent Reports just focuses salespeople on sales guy on the state of the sales per this portfolio. And the same work for recent key events. Now they are filtered to show the events regarding the portfolio. So you can go through these key events, read these key events, and clarify and also communicate regarding these key events with your colleagues. But since Jim is going to visit those companies that are New York City companies, he would like to know what were the recent meetings with these accounts. For that, instead of looking through the whole timeline per portfolio, he opens the timeline in the list view and just look for the meetings. The list is automatically filtered, showing the meetings regarding the portfolio of the accounts. So no need to go through sub-panels or dig into details. You have it on the top. And directly from here, he previews the data, the details regarding these meetings, clarifying who were the participants of this meeting and what was the subject of this meeting and description of this meeting. So that helps me to make decisions quickly and to communicate efficiently, saving my time. But since Jim is going to meet the customer, his analysis continues with details regarding the customer. So the White Cross company is in the focus. In order to understand the current relationship with this customer, we have a look at the overview of the account record. The customer journey dashlet shows us the current status of the development of this customer, because the customer journey is the tool that helps me, that guides me as a salesperson through the sales processes, showing me the best practices, how to reach the goal of this procedure. For this example, we have the yearly account planning procedure, and currently we are almost, the quarter one is almost completed, so we have to book a meeting to discuss aims of the quarter two. That's the status of the development of this customer. But what are the planned activities? The planned activities are here. So firstly, the review needs activity. So I'm going to meet with this customer in New York. And also I see that the quarter two meeting to discuss opportunities is also here. It's in 3 days. Okay. And also I have to know what is the status of our service for this customer. Just to be ready to talk to this customer, I have to know if we are good with the service. So for that, I see that there are open cases, there are closed cases for this customer, but there is no detailed information regarding if we are good with the service or not. In order to get this information, I refer to the timeline view that shows me the history of interaction with the customer. So from this perspective, I see that there is the email regarding service delays. Okay, and this email was sent to Sarah regarding any suggestions how to avoid delays in service. So this customer experienced delays in service. Okay, directly from here, I'm asking Sarah if she needs my help in answer to this customer, but also now I wonder if we are really good in service. So I have to check it, and I do it with a history. I see that the reason for this complaint is that the case was closed with SLA broken. So they had troubles with adding new products, and this case was closed with SLA broken. I wonder how many times we broke this SLA with this customer. For this purpose, I'm just focusing on the key events that are regarding that are showing me if we are good with our service. And from this perspective, I see that twice we already broke this SLA twice this year. Okay, so now I'm aware of the recent activities and state of the relationship with our customer of White Cross Company. What I need else? I need to know a little bit regarding the current news and the current information regarding this company, if it is actual in my system or not. For that, I use Hint, the tool that gathers information for the open sources and also provides me the information regarding the last news regarding this account. So that is how I use a few functionalities, and that helps me to get the overall 360-degree view on the customer and to clarify how I will deal with him during my business trip. That is how Sugar with add-ons and plugins makes my indoor work efficient and make it productive. But what happened when I'm outdoor? I'm connected with my office as well due to my mobile device. That is my mobile device. So I use Sugar mobile application to be aware of the current interaction with the customers and recent activities. The regular SugarCRM application extended with mobile SDK to provide time and view on it. So what is in my focus when I would like to know when I'm outdoor. I would like to focus on the events that are recent, that are today events, because that can take effect on my plans. So for that purpose, I have the dashboard that is shown on my mobile with a focus on the today events and also with a focus on the objects have been added today. So the office timeline today looks like this. So from this perspective, I see the recent activities that happened with the customers and I see that there is an email received from the Tortoise Corporation, and I'm even able to read this email directly on my mobile device. And also I see that a couple of calls, inbound, outbound calls, have been made by Will Weston to the different companies, and also the test completed by Will Weston. So now I'm aware of the recent activities have been made by my office when I'm outdoor. So what about the new objects have been added? Thanks to this icon and the type of the font and the color of the font, I'm focusing on those events that really matter for me. So from the first look, this urgent event, it attracted my attention. This event is about high priority case from Tier 1 customer registered by Regina Leslow. And this customer is White Cross Company. And that customer I would like to visit. So, and I know that this customer has an SLA broken in key events, and we broke this SLA twice this year. And also, my purpose is to agree the Q2 quotes with the customer in order to develop this customer. So I really worry about this high priority case. So I would like to have a look at this case details. For that, I use the timeline for this case, and I see from here that the steps to reproduce even the print screen and the note that was submitted by Regina through the customer portal. I even can read this note. According to this note, Regina escalated this case to Chris Oliver. So now Chris Oliver is responsible for solving this issue. So directly from here, I can call to Chris. Yes. Please. Okay. Please pay attention to the case. I have a meeting with a customer, and I just commented directly from here. So obviously, that is how I just communicate with my colleagues using the mobile application when I'm outdoor. The other objects that can pay that deserves for my attention are the new opportunity have been opened by the Will West, was registered by the Will Weston. It's regarding the Riviera hotels, and the revenue line item was added for this Riviera hotels. That's good. And also, I see that the new lead have been registered by Jen Fitzpatrick. It's Sarah Snyder. So let's have a look at the details. For that, I use the timeline for the lead record. So from this perspective, I know that this lead is assigned to me, to Jim Brennan, and also I know that this lead is aware of the new types of gadgets from because he opened the email of mass mailing campaign of Wilson Gadget promo, and using this email, using the link in this email, he viewed the page of the particular project on our site. That is how the omni-channel interaction with the customer is gathered on the timeline of the lead of the customer of the account. So now I'm looking at the leads timeline, and I know the communication have been made with my marketing to this lead. So now that is my lead, and I can, and while outdoor, I can continue work with my accounts, contacts, my leads, regardless of the place I'm present, either it be outdoor or indoor. So what you get? What you get with the Sugar platform extended with the plugins, with the add-ons, you get awareness because you are aware of the current company to customers communication, because all the important events are grouped in dashlets the way you would like to group them, and all the details are reachable in a click. It saves time significantly because you are able to, as a salesperson, you are able to read even the details of emails directly from the stream. And of course, the collaboration is very important for me as a salesperson because while outdoor, I'm able to communicate with my teammates, asking them for the help or just reviewing the type of communication between them. So that is how my work became productive, and I work as I live. I work indoor and outdoor. So what is needed to get it? As I've said, the Sugar Enterprise as a platform and the Timeline Viewer add-on that moves key business events at the end of my fingertips. And Sugar Mobile SDK, we used to provide Timeline Viewer on mobile devices, extending the regular Sugar Mobile. The Adoptify Intelligent Reports helps me to focus on the statistics per portfolio. And whenever I choose another portfolio, I get reports, diagram of the reports according to this according to the selected portfolio. Customer journey guides me through the processes, helps me to focus on the aims of the journey and saving my time when on wondering what is the next step, what is the next efficient step to reach the aim working with the customer. And of course, Hint, because it automatically searches the data, the personal data that is really important for me. It takes data from the open sources and saves my time on search. And also it helps me to understand, to clarify what are the news regarding the company. So helping me to prepare for the communication. The prices and value of the platform itself and the components I mentioned today. The details regarding these components and platform itself, you can read with the links. You're welcome to do that. And also you're welcome to ask your questions.
Thank you, Dmitro, for your perfect presentation. I really like it. So now, dear attendees, you are able to ask your questions to Dmitro. If you have some, we will be glad to answer them. Okay, so if we have no questions so far, I'll just want to add. Oh, pardon. I guess we have some. Okay, we'll answer them after the webinar. So now I would just want to add a small remark. Just please do not forget to fill the relevant form to share your feedback on our webinar. So thank you for joining us today. You can always rely on our help. Have a good day and bye bye.